Werewolves, starring Frank Grillo
Action superstar.
as an army scientist.
Welcome to the Wolfpack.
Look, that man has no right to have so many abs and great hair.
Yeah. The whole time posing, taking off his shirt.
Yeah,
That dude is
Look at
veiny.
Look easy.
No, he's veiny. Like he looks like a giant penis. It's veiny.
Stupid.
The movie that has to do with year 2 about a supermoon that if the moon shines on you converts you into a werewolf.
Werewolf?
There. What? Werewolf.
As werewolves should.
That activates a latent werewolf gene in humans that converts them into werewolves.
Yeah.
But it's year 2. We don't even know what happened in they
What
talk
caused?
about what happened in what doesn't say what caused the supermoon. It's just like it happened. It's the supermoon happened. Lou Diamond Phillips, Richie Valens is like this like the president of this company, and he's trying to save the world, like figure out some sort of moonshade thing, chemical that prevents the moon from affecting humans, from converting into these werewolves. It's a B movie. If there ever is a B movie, it's a B movie that was released in theaters.
Like
it is camp.
Kind of a throwback to like the old 80s horror.
It's the Howling, it's Dog Soldiers, it's The Purge, it's all this stuff. It's stupid, it's dumb, you're gonna turn your brain off. It's guys in suits. It's guys in suits in werewolf costumes. It's overacting. It's people like real dumb acting. It's stupid fun. I thought it was fun. It was horrible, but it was horrible fun.
You don't have to turn off your brain. This movie will actually kill your brain while you're watching the movie. Seizures. If you are prone to seizures, warning.
This movie has a lot
the
of
whole movie.
This is one of those movies that J.J. Abrams is like, damn, you guys use a lot of lens flare.
Yeah,
like even like they used a lot of their budget for lens flare.
You know what? You know what? You just said something I didn't understand.
There's a lot of lens flare in this movie.
What is that?
Like when the light shines onto the lens in a movie and you see like the little like flints. Yeah, it's a lens flare. They did a lot of that. J.J. Abrams does a lot of that. He did a lot of that in like Star Wars, Star Trek,
does.
Yeah, he did a lot of that. I don't know if he does. He doesn't do a lot of that anymore, but he does a lot of that. He does that. But this movie was released in theaters. It was released in theaters on the premise that it's werewolves mixed with The Purge, with the guy from the guy that turned The Purge into an action movie, right? Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo is the go-to guy that gives you action movies, right? He gives you, like, if you want to go see an action movie,
he's a solid action star too.
Yeah, but this is also from the director that gave this slasher movie called Silent Night, not the horrible quiet movie Silent Night, which I thought was the John Woo movie. He did
one with the little puppet.
Is it? I don't have no idea if it's a puppet movie. I don't know.
Is the guy?
The guy that dresses up like Santa Claus as a slasher.
Yeah.
But it was when it came out in 2012. The same director.
That one.
The director who did this one, but he got a lot of people from this movie. From that, like he got people in this movie with the premise like, hey, let's make The Purge. But instead of like people killing everyone, let's make it werewolves. And instead of using CGI, let's use practical effects. Let's use people in masks. And I'm not gonna lie, I like practical effects in movies, and I didn't mind the werewolves in this movie.
Shut up.
They
look like Pumpkinhead.
That is the old guy in your head.
But that's the thing. That's why I thought this. No, but I didn't completely hate this movie because of how dumb it was.
Yeah.
Because of how dumb it was. I thought it was just so dumb. It made me laugh.
Do you think it was dumb?
It was just so B movie that it was dumb fun.
It's like
it was so badly written. It was like action. It was the moment things start happening, and you know it's gonna happen. Things are gonna go bad. Like from the moment like they're doing experiments on these guys in this lab, and they open this moon, and that's another thing that starts making no sense. Like there's things in this movie that make no sense. The moon, the super moon, the whole this spray that they use, that only works for about an hour, right?
Yeah.
And that if the moon touches your skin, or if you look at it, or there's inconsistencies kind of in the story. There's also parts of the story that are left unexplained, like what happens to certain people. There's a lot of stuff.
It reminds me of an old of those Roger Corman movies. Like Sharktopus versus Werewolf.
Well, see, that's the whole point. This is a B movie that was released in theaters.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
Death Race.
This movie, I think this was made for this movie was made for
$50.
Ow.
There's there's a lot of inconsistencies. I mean, they kill werewolves, no silver. They run around in tarps, that hides them from werewolves. There's so much ridiculousness in this movie. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't hit lore, but yeah, I mean, you can get away with it if it's fun. A silly movie sometimes is better than watching something that's being too serious.
That's
well,
what this,
I
me,
wasn't
that's
expecting much. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
extremely
much. Silly.
I mean, I didn't look at it and go like, "Hey, Frank Grillo, man, that guy looks like a scientist." Yeah, I'll believe what he says.
And so does Lou Diamond Phillips.
Hey, I mean,
but also he's in
I
the
will
movie.
Follow that man into war. Okay,
you'll follow that man into a helicopter. But he's also not in the movie for
by
that
Gary
long.
Busey.
He's also not in the movie for that long. Lou Diamond Phillips is not in the movie for that long. Movie is is driven by Frank Grillo. He's the one that's spearheading the whole movie. He also produced the movie, right? He's also executive producing the movie.
That explains the extended no shirt scenes.
Yeah. I mean,
no Hydra.
It looked like his Men's Health video on YouTube.
I mean, like I said, I didn't mind the movie. It's not a perfect movie. It's not a great movie. It's just one of those. It is a direct to DVD, or it's a direct to streaming movie. It's a direct to streaming movie that was just released in theaters. That's what it was. But the budget was used on I mean, there was CGI in it, yes, but it was more practical effects. And I mean, for what it was, it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad. The way the movie was filmed, it didn't look like your typical sci-fi movie. The cameras they used, it looked like a movie. It didn't look like a Hallmark movie. It didn't look it didn't look like Hellboy.
It was filmed with like cell phones,
with an iPhone.
Yeah, it didn't look like that. It looked better than that. They made a movie and it looked like a movie. It just was a bad movie, but it was a B bad movie. It was just it's in the pantheon of B movies, and that's what it is. It's just a B movie, but it wasn't. In my opinion, it's not a bad B movie. It's just It's one of those dumb movies. It's not a movie. It's not a rewatcher. I'll tell you that. No, but
it's not a first watcher either.
But I think the big problem is that it's a movie that starts in year 2. It's a year 2 movie that didn't give you what happened in year 1.
Think about it. That's kind of smart if you think about it. Just because if you do a year 2 movie, you already have all the chaos happening. Now, if enough people watch this and he makes enough money, Go back, and make year one.
Yeah, isn't that like Insidious? Insidious, they do that where you don't really get the
no,
a lot of information like until later in the sequels.
This is still better than Insidious, right?
No.
Insidious is garbage. No, it's garbage.
No, it's not.
No, you guys need to watch all those movies. Insidious, chapter whatever. Yada yada yada.
No one made you watch Insidious.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I think we have a review on this.
The Conjuring. We made you watch The Conjuring, not Insidious. You watched Insidious on your own.
You did that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of things to myself.
Mm-hmm.
That cannot be repeated on video.
Yeah, I mean they follow the same tropes. Like the girl was useless, shooting at nothing the whole time, yelling to herself.
What are you, stormtroopers?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. When they meet those guys in the street and they're shooting the werewolves, and they don't hit anybody. And as soon as Grillo gets in the truck, he's killing everybody.
Everything.
That's like, come on.
Yeah, and then when they take they don't show where they take her if she dies or not.
No.
They don't even explain. They don't even explain what those kids or that group of people are doing in that underground, like in that thing that leads them to the tunnel. They don't explain that.
They're probably just hiding, but
or playing dice.
No, because he says this is a market. A market for what?
Mm.
They don't explain that.
Would you like to know? Oh, they probably sell like body organs,
silver bullets.
But they don't explain. They don't explain that.
Chainmail.
And then the Universal Soldier fight at the end.
Yeah, and they don't explain. They really didn't explain what causes the supermoon.
No, they don't. So you're like, why? Are we
I mean, yeah.
No,
I mean,
no answers is better than dumb answers.
That's true. This movie leaves a lot. This movie does leave a lot of answers.
No wonder you're always quiet.
No, all I know is unobtainium is stupid. I would rather just say some foreign substance that's great. We have no name for it. All right, cool. I'll take that. That's much better
and then another problem is another problem I had is, okay, so if the moon touches you and you turn into, or it opens up a latent werewolf gene, or a human, like where everyone turns into a wolf-looking creature, when the moonlight touches your skin, and if you're a kid, why does it make you look like the Grinch?
Yeah, the little girl.
Why does it? Yeah, when you're a kid, why do you look like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Because that's the only costume that was available at Party City.
I didn't understand why when you're a little kid does it make you look like that instead of like you get the snout like the adult one. I don't know. That was my only thing, and then
could be a different breed.
My only thing was the whole movie.
Yeah, I was only my only issue was the whole movie sucked.
Yeah, I know you love werewolves, so I was like, well, okay, I guess I gotta watch this movie, and I regret it every minute.
Well, yeah,
no,
true.
didn't we watch Dear Santa?
You have a bias. That's what it is.
That's true. 100%. I like werewolves. And the thing is, the werewolves for this movie were very close to the dog. I don't know if anyone here has seen Dog Soldiers. They're very similar to the Dog Soldiers werewolves. Very similar to the Howling werewolves, right? They're very similar to those type of werewolves. In the look, I liked the look of the werewolves. And I liked the pack mentality that they had, like when they howled and all that, and they all brought. I liked the aspects of what they did. I liked I'm telling you, certain aspects of the movie I enjoyed. It was over the top, and it was very B movie. I am not gonna say this is the greatest movie. It made me laugh, and it was just so how outrageous and how dumb it was, and just like certain movies that are B movie make you laugh and you enjoy. That's what made me feel. That's what I felt for this movie. It's not a movie that I'll go back and revisit and rewatch and be like, this is a great B movie that I can put in the rotation to rewatch. But I didn't mind sitting through it because it made me laugh. I thought it was
at the end of the day.
At the end of the
Better
day,
than Twilight.
I sat through it, and I was like, oh, I didn't hate my experience with it because yes, it was werewolves. Of course, I'm gonna defend it.
Mhm.
I'll probably defend the Wolfman when it comes out. Maybe, I don't know, because that old man Wolfman, I don't know about that yet.
Well,
But
all I know.
we'll see.
Okay,
I mean,
but
Long Kenny
this
Jr.
is
wasn't no spry chicken.
No, it's a young dude, but I've seen the makeup that they did. It looks like an old
young dude's
man wolf. I
game.
don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we'll
Let's get
see.
the Kane dying wolf.
We'll see. We'll see what
But
what they
but
do with that movie.
this movie actually is one
But
of those movies that you would watch at like Alamo Draft House.
perhaps. But yeah, this is one of those movies.
Yeah,
But
you go to
do
those,
do I recommend Werewolves if you want to go see something that's very campy, very B movie, and you
Hmm.
want to just do you want to just disconnect from
Yeah.
something dumb? Do you want to see something that's very not serious? That is just and you want to just waste your money? Yes, go watch
go
this
watch
movie.
Gladiator 2.
Or do you want to wait and do you want to just see this on streaming on something on Shudder?
Yeah.
I would recommend just wait for this thing to show up like
Yeah.
on Shudder or something.
Hmm.
Wait for this thing to show up on like a streaming service. This is
Yeah.
where that's where this movie that's where this should be
That's-
seen on some streaming service.
That's where it belonged in the beginning.
right?
Crackle. That thing doesn't exist anymore.
Does it?
No, I don't think so.
That's where this should be seen again, right? That's where this should be seen
Mhm.
in some sort of streaming service.
You know,
Yeah.
still better than anything.
You made that joke already.
What?
You can't keep making the same jokes. Still better than Twilight. Still better than this.
Hey.
Yes, we get it. This movie's still better than a lot of things.
Were you gonna say Keenan Ivory Wayans?
No, I was thinking about that the dude that made the Nope movie, but I couldn't think of his name, so I paused.
Oh, the Get Out.
Yeah, what's the dipshit's name?
All right, relax.
I mean, you have
It's
no
not.
endings. You have no endings. If he has no endings, why
It's not
make a movie?
Keegan Michael. It's the other guy.
Jordan Peele. Ha!
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom. You're welcome.
JP. Rest in peace.
Sure. He's still alive. But if you saw Werewolves, what did you guys think? What did you guys think about Werewolves?
Nobody saw this movie.
A lot of people saw this movie.
It's gonna get a sequel, by the way.
The theater, no, probably not. But the theater that I went to had a lot of people in it. They were a bunch of old. There were a bunch of old dudes that were really breathing through their mouths watching the movie. So
Sorry about that.
There were only 4 in the theater I was in. 4
no.
people.
Well, then again, where I saw it was Burbank, and take that as you will. But yes, there was a lot of people in the theater where I went.
This will be
That's where everybody retires.
Yes,
this will be a lot of hairy creatures in this movie. It might be an episode of the Kardashians.
it's true.
On that note,
But if you guys saw the werewolves? If you guys saw Werewolves, let us know in the comments. What did you guys think? Did you guys like it? Did you guys like Frank Willow without his shirt on? Did you guys like his hair? Whatever. What did you guys think? Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Vinny.
Exactly.
man.
We'll see you guys next time.